Good afternoon, everyone. We have come to the day to burn this pile. It's a rather large pile of brush and whatnot that we cleared to make these fields out here, and it's been sitting all summer long, mostly because I was waiting on a permit. There was numerous times where the permit got lost and inspectors didn't show up and so on and so forth, but finally we have our permit in hand. I just finished making contact with the Forest Fire Service and with local dispatch to let them know that we are burning today in case they get any phone calls, that they'll be able to know that, you know, it's a legit fire and it has a permit. I did break it down. I was going to burn this whole pile in one shot. I'm only starting this midway through the day, and there's no way that'll all burn out by 6 p.m., which is when the permit expires. So I took the backhoe and pulled this pile over to here, and we're just going to set this on fire for today. If it burns fast, then I'll start adding to it. Otherwise, I want it to be able to burn out by evening. And you'll see I got a bale of hay in there. There's a lot of wet wood in this, so that's a hay bale soaked with about 4 gallons of diesel fuel, and that will act as a fire starter for this pile. So we're gonna set this on fire and see how she burns. I do have water on standby with a pump over here, so there's 500 gallons of water with a gasoline powered pump and a hose over there, just in case we need to put it out for any reason. But it's not a real windy day. There's nothing anywhere nearby this, so we shouldn't have any problems. So here we go. We're gonna burn a brush pile today. Okay, so we're ready to ignite this. I've got a propane torch and a long reach here. That hay bale's got the diesel fuel in it. I do want to point out, for anyone that is trying to do this, never use gasoline. Diesel fuel is about the only thing you should be using. It has a flash point that's much higher, and therefore isn't going to create a bunch of fumes like gasoline would. And if you try and do this with gasoline, if you pour gas on this, as you walk near it with this torch, it would actually ignite before you even got near the pile, assuming you were downwind of the fumes, and you would certainly have a big problem in your hands. So this is much safer, and we can put the torch to it, and it should gradually take off. There you go, that's all it takes. No big crazy blast of fire. It just kind of takes off like a regular fire starter should. And there we go. Burn, baby, burn. So we'll check in from time to time to see the progress on what's catching on fire. I mean, right now it's mostly just that diesel fuel soaked hay bale. It's definitely going to take a while for everything around it to begin to catch, the wood to be able to catch, and certainly any of the roots and stumps hold a lot of moisture, so it takes them a long time. But it's already taken off pretty good. Start to feel the heat from about 20 feet away right now. Start to feel the heat. So it's putting out some heat for sure. All right, we'll check in a few minutes. That was about 20 minutes later. I got the skid steer out with the grapple. That's what I'm in right now. And just threw a couple more logs on there and some other brush that I found, and it's really taken off now. The flames are almost clear. It's almost hard to see them, but they are going pretty tall. They're up there. But the heat is just pretty incredible. Obviously you can't feel it, but I'm 30 feet away from the pile, and you can definitely feel the heat. So it's at a point now where I can't get near it with the skid steer to add more to it. It's just too hot. So we'll just let this burn down, and when it gets down enough, we'll throw another pile on top and keep her going. So far, so good. She's burning good now. Bring your marshmallows and a 30-foot stick. Well, it's been a couple hours now. So we're getting towards the end of the day here. I got another like hour and a half or 2 hours that I can legally let this burn before it has to go out. And we burned about a third of the main pile today. So this pile over here, you know, went all the way over to this point here. So about a third of it. This is what's left of that third. It's really just all the stumps, which we knew were gonna take some time to burn. Wow, it's hot. I can already see down the center there that a lot of the dirt has fallen off some of the stumps. So that probably is hampering the burning, obviously. The wood from the stumps itself does seem to be burning pretty good, but I mean, some of these are a couple feet in diameter, and obviously it's gonna take hours to burn through them, but I'll spray this. I gotta back up, it's hot. I'll spray this down at 6 o'clock. I got 500 gallons of water sitting here with a gas-powered pump and a little fire hose. So I'll spray this down at 6 as per my permit. And then I'll just put these back into the pile when I do the next burn, and they'll continue to burn. I may take them and try and knock some of the dirt out of them before I put them back in that pile. But that's the end of the day for the first third of burning, and we'll check back in on our next day that we burn. See you then.